My name is Will Matheson. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I got called to serve a mission in southern Italy. And then right as I was about to finish my mission, we heard about this new sister that was coming into the mission. We heard that she was a convert to the church and that her dad was like a pastor from, a non-denominational pastor. And I was like, wow, that's really impressive.
I met him on my mission. He stood out to me, I guess, because he was funny.
I wonder if she's hot.
And he was always making jokes and making people laugh.
Our missions only overlapped for 3 weeks and there wasn't anything inappropriate. She likes to joke that we only made out on P days. It was towards the end of my mission, what can you say, Our last zone conference, it was like the day before I, went back to the mission home. And my mom sent me a package with all this stuff and I was like, I'm not gonna use any of this. So I was like giving it out.
He was giving away things right before he left, and one of them was a book from his mom of Joseph Smith quotes.
She came up and asked for this book that my mom sent me, and so I was like, yeah, here you go.
And he left, and when I opened it up, it said, "Dear son, I'm really proud of you," and all this. So obviously he hadn't read it, so I had to give it to him. So I held on to it my whole mission. Every time I got transferred, I thought, he better not have read this already, and purposely given it away because I'm gonna give it back to him.
I'm at home going to college, and
I finally met him here at BYU.
She still looks great, and
said, I need to give you that book.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she reminded me that I had given her this book, and she said, in it is like a nice little note from your mother. And so that was kind of like the connection that she had to get me that book, so that was always my excuse to kind of talk to her.
And it was really fun because we could speak in Italian to each other, and we could share some experiences and some of the people we knew, and he was just so funny, and he adored me, and so how could I not fall in love with him?
I think she finally gave me that book about a month after we were married. I hadn't seen it. We got engaged, we did all this other stuff, and I finally got the book after we were married and stuff.
And we had a little baby boy, and he's adorable and the love of my life. And we're pregnant with our second, and I'm really excited because I want just 1 billion kids. That's all, just 1 billion.
We like to go on walks together.
We also like doing puzzles, and I think one thing that has become a theme over the last year is just watching Simon experience new things. Go to the park and see his face light up when he slides down the slide. Just to see him try new things and learn and grow is really fun. I think we've talked about what is the best case scenario for him. And of course, we want him to grow up in the church. We want him to be happy.
I want to teach him that you should contribute to society.
But I think bottom line is we want him to know that he is loved more than anything, and that his Heavenly Father loves him. I do believe that there are some key principles in the Democratic Party that will allow our children to have hope for the future.
I'm a Democrat because I have compassion for people who I feel get shortchanged in life. And
I really believe that's why we're here, is to help each other, to learn how to live selflessly, and just making sure that people aren't falling behind. And I think that's the reason I joined the Mormon Church, because I loved how they took care of people.
And I think that's just one of the values that I've learned from my parents and also from my religion.
When we were going through school, we got grants and stuff to go through school and to have the baby, and now Will has a great job, and we're going to be paying back into that and helping somebody else who needs to go through school. So I think that's kind of something that needs to be represented more, especially here in Utah. A lot of what we can do can be done through the Democratic Party, investing in education, making sure that people don't die just because they can't afford a doctor. I think those are the things that I'm most passionate about. I'm not all into politics like some people are, but I think if we invest in our children, then we will have a bright future. But we're happy, we're moving on, we're growing up. It's kind of scary, but it's fun.